Welcome, ladies and gents, to a casted game, and this one is between two players that hopefully a lot of people will know within the Age of Empires 3 community. Some might know in the Age of Empires 4 community. We have Fitzbro here, playing as Freyr on the left-hand side of the map here in the blue. And if I go to revealed, we can have a look at the opponent here. It is Soldier playing as Loki here in the red. So this is a replay, so it's not a live game that's being played right now. We are having a few problems with the speed of the game. I'm not entirely sure why we're having some problems with it, but the problem is if I hit the play button at normal speed seems to be a little bit too fast. As you can see, stuff's moving around a little bit too quickly for us. So I'm going to have to play it on a slightly slower speed. So hopefully this isn't a huge problem. If it is a problem, if I decide this ain't it, then we will try and see if we can cast some live games on the ranked ladder. The only problem with that is it's really unstable at the moment. I get huge FPS problems and the game will just end up crashing most of the time, which is a shame. But anyway, let's get past that and let's have a look and see what's going down here. So let's have a look at Fitzbro. Let's see what he's up to. 5 villagers on coin here, we can see. And we have, looks like we have 2 villagers, 1 dwarf and 1 gatherer on the coin, and just 2 on wood. That seems to be how he likes to play. We can have a look at the Berserk there, or the Ulfsark scouting around. Let's have a quick look at the map for him, see what he's already scouted. And it'll be interesting to see his kind of way of how he does his opening. Be very interesting to see. Same for Soldier as well, because Soldier over here doing something similar. Looks like it's 2 gatherers on wood, and he's already got quite a few on coin as well. That seems to be the go-to. 2 gatherers on wood seems to be it, ladies and gents. Seems to be the way forward. And he's actually got himself 3 ox carts here that he's built. And if we have a look at Fitzbro over here, he's only got himself 2. You don't always have to go for that 3rd ox cart. You don't always have to build a 2nd ox cart if you don't need to. Sometimes, like in this instance here, we have a nice situation where we have the wood and we have the coin here, which is quite nice. So we don't actually need to worry about that too much. Yeah, so 8 now on food, and now going to be dropping down the house. And we do see now Loki, Loki playing, Soldier playing as Loki here, is now got 2 dwarves. And looks like he's going for that spotting ability here on the ox cart. It's going to be quite nice, because you can see when you do this ability for Soldier, you can see now he's got perfect vision of the base of Fitzbro here. So he's going to try and see what kind of macro he's going to be doing, what he's planning for, all that kind of stuff. Now with Freyr here, so with Freyr, something interesting about this new god is that it's a very, very turtle defense style god. And the reason that is simply because of the fact that we can drop down a spectral fort in Age 2. So we can drop that down immediately next to a 2nd TC that we want to build, and it can be very, very lucrative. So we can see here, Fitzbro is getting his temple up, and I don't believe, oh yeah, we do see Soldier is going to be going for the forward temple here. We are going to be seeing a Loki rush. I did try the Loki rush before, and I've got to say, I sort of struggled with it, not going to lie. Didn't work out too well for me. That's all I've got to say. We can see Ulla here, the age up option here for Fitzbro. He's going to be getting, this is a new minor god that we have available. Going to be able to get Draugr units out here, myth units. Hey Cronkim, how you doing? Have to say I don't care for the new voices in the campaign. Might have to look for a mod for that. Yes, there is a mod already available for it. You can go ahead and download the OG voices if you want to. So we are going to speed it up just a little bit here. So, because the game is running a bit slower for some reason, and I'm not too sure why. It's not running at normal speed. But what I do like to see is we're getting in those hand axe and pickaxe upgrades immediately there for Fitzbro. He's going to be getting those in. That's what I like to do as well. Just get those in transition. Why not? It's just going to help with your eco. We can see 5 dwarves now are on the coin mine for Soldier. And he's moved actually a lot of veals over here to wood. So it's going to be an interesting one here. Yeah, we can see that Fitzbro definitely on more wood because he wants to definitely get that TC. That's what he wants. Age up has come in. We do see the Ein. It's called the Ein Hiri now. It used to be called the Ein Hayar. But it's now called something. It's called Ein Heri or Hiri now. So we can see that coming in as well. We do have another Hersa coming out here for Soldier. Very nice to see. And he isn't actually immediately queuing Hersas, which is interesting. He is now getting one in, which is good. Is he going to be dropping a Longhouse? Potentially. We do see he is actually... Okay, so the Spectral Hill Fort or the Asgardian Hill Fort is actually going in the main base here. I wonder if Fitzbro knows... I think you can probably see, actually, that there's a building here. You can see the foundations. That's quite interesting, actually. I didn't know that you can do that. I don't know whether... I mean, can he see it? Yeah, he can. He can see that something has been built. That's kind of crazy. Even though he hasn't explored it recently. So he can definitely see something's up, that there is going to be some kind of pressure here. So he is going to be putting the hill fort in his own base. He's not going to be expanding to a second TC just yet here. We go to the revealed map. We do see now double longhouse has now been built by Soldier, so he means business. He has the undermine here, which is the target a path of destruction along which to damage to damage enemy buildings. Walls and towers instantly collapse and other buildings take considerable damage. So this can be really good for when you need to push and there's like a tower, for example, and you want to take it down. It's quite nice to do that. We can see that his macro split here. He's actually getting in husbandry here for all of his sheep that he's got. So he might be getting that at some point. Increases the yield from them as well, which is quite nice. We do see that, yeah, he's got an interesting split, pretty much even split macro-wise here. And he's not continually creating dwarves, which is interesting. I always do that as Loki. I like to just constantly create dwarves. And then I can use the food that I'm not using for gatherers. I can use the food to then get some units out, but we're not really seeing too many units here. We've built 2 longhouses, but we're not seeing much action in the way of units here. And Fitzbro's getting a little bit worried. He has built 2 longhouses here, and his hill fort is on the way. He's not really venturing out of his base. You can see that he's on berries here on the right hand side. He hasn't really ventured out into the hunts on the top part of the map here. He hasn't really bothered with those. And we can actually see a TC now coming down for Soldier here. He has the map, and he's actually going for more of an eco opening here, even though he's invested in the double longhouse and the temple, which is quite interesting actually. Don't normally see this from Loki. Normally it is just quite heavy on age to pressure, and we sort of worry about maybe an extra TC later on in the game, but he seems to be putting one down. Seems to be happening here. See the Einherjar here. It's getting that guy out of there ASAP. He's going to be taking a little bit of damage. Quite a lot of damage, actually. Managing to get a Hersa on it, so it's not too bad. Further reinforcing Hersas coming in now. But he's going to manage to deal with that okay. We do see 9 gatherers now on wood quite a significant amount. No kind of sign of an age up, although Fitz is actually gathering quite a bit of food and coin there, but he is going to be investing in some axe throwers and also getting that medium infantry in as well. Remember, techs are super cheap for Freyr, 50% reduction on all of your upgrades, so 75 food and 75 coin is absolutely nothing for Freyr here. Whereas it's a little bit more investment for Soldier. And Soldier now dropping an armory at 8 minutes here. Quite early. And he's actually going for a third CC. What on earth? He is absolutely going for it. Full expansion here. Full map control. Very unlikely. You don't normally see this kind of stuff from Loki. It's not what you normally see. Do see an armory on this side as well for Fitzbro. Kind of interesting, to be honest. Like, building an armory in this forward position, I guess it's kind of like a natural barrier. He's got a lot of units, though, to be fair. I think he probably wants to... He's invested a lot into Age 2, so I'd probably want to do something with that, you know? Try and see what's going on, because he doesn't really know. If you look at the normal map here, I guess you can actually tell that someone's... Can you do this actually in the game? Can you actually tell that someone's built on this because of the brickwork here, the foundations? Can you actually tell if someone's... I'll have to check that. Maybe it just might be for the replays. But that's kind of crazy if you can see like where they've built buildings. Surely not. Surely not. So let's have a look. We have 49 military population here for Fitz. Soldier is on 38. He's got more vills. He's definitely investing in eco. So, you know, Fitz needs to make a decision. He needs to either think about going into Age 3 and then doing a nice push, which I think he's doing. He's got a lot of coin here. He's starting to get his food in place as well. He's got quite a bit of wood there. Maybe think about getting some farms or maybe just taking the sheep. Has he got husbandry here? He has got husbandry, so that's going to be quite good for him. So nice to see that. And let's have a quick look over here. Yeah, just, it's crazy, man. Soldier's now going for 4 TCs. What the hell? I've never seen a Loki player drop so many TCs in my life. He is just going all out for eco in this game. And he's able to do it. He's not getting pressured just yet. He is keeping Fitz in his base. However, he is going to be pushing out here. And he really wants to take this coin, because his only coin mine is one here on the north side where Soldier is, and there seems to be one on the south side here, but he's interested in taking this one. We are going to see a little bit of action here, and looks like, is he going to be able to get this longhouse down? Is he going to be possible? We don't see an age up yet. I thought it was going to be possible for Fitz, but it looks like he's just going to be actually starting to get some berserks on the field now as well. And you've got to remember, we have medium axe throwers here. Only normal throwing axemen for Soldier here at the moment. Look at that spinny axe going, look, in the air. Look at that. It's like a magic trick. And a lot of them are going to be getting taken out here for Soldier. He's going to be losing loads of units, just trying to chase down and stop his Iron Harry here from being taken out. But yeah, this is just a clear demonstration of the upgrades with Freyr here. A lot cheaper as well. And he is going to have to back off here. And he's going to be losing this, unfortunately. So he's got the eco, he's got the TCs, but at what cost? 59 villagers now for Soldier, 60 versus 40 for Fitz already. We're only 10 minutes into the game. And if he can either decide to go for Age 3 here, or if he can try and remass, it could be good. But, I mean, Fitz is in a good position here. I mean, he could just continue doing what he's doing. Or he could actually think about, rather than constantly creating units, he could just think about going Age 3. I think he should probably just do that. He's got so much wood. He's got 1,200 wood in the bank. He can start getting onto some farms. He could be doing all sorts. Or he could just be getting some Draugr. Draugr cost wood. He's got a lot of favor as well. So there's a lot of options for him here. Yeah, we do see the temple going down there, unfortunately, for Soldier. Is going to just be constantly creating villagers, going mega greedy here. Hasn't really put any walls up or anything just yet in his base. He is rebuilding at home, though. He's got 4 long houses down. What I've really noticed about this game is the sheer amount of buildings and like military buildings you need to build. Like, you think that, yeah, 2 or 3 military buildings is enough, but you really need to be able to remass and constantly get units out. And what do we see here? We see Ager here coming in, the new minor god here for age 3 here for Fitzbro. God of the Sea and Storms. Going to see some hero and siege weapon focus here. Rock giants are going to be coming in to the battlefield. They're absolutely amazing. You guys are in for a treat if you haven't seen them. But yeah, we've got a couple of long houses here. Soldier getting a little bit worried. He's only got 20 military units here against 77 for Fitz. It's a real shame because I don't think Fitz has actually really searched the map at all and noticed that there's other TCs that he has. So he's just going to go straight in here, but we've got to remember he's got so many TCs all over the map. He can migrate villages if need be. And he's going to be getting another temple down here as well. But Fitz just going to be going ham. He's going ham on the tower. That's what he's doing. Power is going to be going down. Further houses coming down here. Probably not the best place to put them. Might want to put them where your other TCs are just so they don't get immediately sieged. But he is trying to hold off here. He hasn't got an age up in. He's just reacting to Fitz's pressure here. And this is going to be really tough now for him because we see 4 longhouses coming in and now a hill fort as well coming into the fray. Fitz is got that age advantage. He's got unit advantage here. I think this is going to be pretty rough now for Soldier. But I mean, look, he's got 89 villagers. I mean, it's kind of insane how much eco he actually has. And Fitz is going to find out that there is this gold mine here. He's going to try and contest this gold mine, I imagine. And he's probably going to find out that there's a lot of other TCs around. He's actually completely ignored the other. He hasn't checked if there's those TCs are up there at all. So, hey Revnak, how you doing, man? Welcome. You're here for the professional cast? Well, we'll see how professional it can get. We can see here that we've got the next upgrade, the heavy infantry upgrade coming in. Once again, it's going to be half price, and boom, we do see the Hailstorm coming in now, the age 3 ability. And this is where my PC kind of dies a little bit because it really doesn't like the abilities too much. But Hailstorm coming in now, kind of a little bit like a thunderstorm that you get with the Greeks. But it's going to do some serious damage here as he pushes in on top of Soldier here. And it looks like he's going to get eaten alive. There's just going to be not too long, and there'll be heavy throwing axemen on top of him as well. And he's going to be able to get that good surround on him there as well. Soldier, though, is holding out still. And he's still just producing lots of units. Is it going to be enough, though? He manages to survive a little bit longer. I don't know why the game decided just to speed up there, but it is. We see the rock giant coming in now on the left-hand side, going to be doing its work. There it is. And I don't think Fitz has actually noticed that... Oh. Playback stop because it's out of sync with the original game. There we go. We're in early stages of release, ladies and gents. Unfortunately, but I think it was quite clear that that Fitz was probably going to win that one. But what I thought was kind of crazy was the fact that there were just so many TCs that Soldier went. He went Loki, which is generally like a rushing civ. Went Loki and then built 4 TCs. Went mega greedy, but also built a forward base and kind of did all of that. And Fitz was hoping for a kind of a rush or something. So he was defending himself, preparing. But whilst that was happening, Soldier was doing the switcheroo on him. He was just He was just absolutely building TCs across the map, which is kind of crazy.